Thors Thunder Thoughts. Your thoughts are your most powerful asset that you have, that you can utilize on an every single day basis. I created this podcast to help you weaponize those thoughts and level them up. What is happening, Viking crew? You feeling live today? You ready for some amazing thoughts? These thoughts, I think, are really going to help you. I think these are some of those thoughts that I'm just going to rip open the chest, get super vulnerable and super real with you for a moment, and help you really understand probably yourself and how you go through process and what is acceptable, what isn't acceptable, and all of that good stuff. So strap on in, tune in. This is an episode I definitely appreciate some feedback on, though. If you could drop me a review after you tune into this guy, I would be so grateful. And this is one of those ones I think is worth sharing. So make sure if you see the value in this, you share it to somebody else, because I am 1000% sure that they need to hear this, because I know that you need to hear this. And so much of the space that I'm in is business, wealth, growth, all of that kind of stuff. It's all about like, hey, everything is easy. It's easy. You just have to go do it, and then everything will just be easy. And the reason why it's placed that way is so it feels like it's attainable, right? And so many people are just not willing to actually say like how hard it is to get to these spaces and how much growth you need to do to actually achieve these things. And so often, I think people get stuck because of this. They're like, oh, well, it seems so easy for Mark, or it seems so easy for Joe. It seems so easy for Johnny Boy. Like, you know what? It seems so easy for these guys. Why is it so hard for me? And then because so many people aren't really honest about this and don't really give this side of things because they're afraid that if they tell you how hard this is, you won't be able to achieve it. It's such a disservice, I find. And I find there's so much of just like the rah, you can do it, blah, 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 blah. And that is 1000% true. I fully believe all of that is true. You can do it. You just have to put the time in and all that kind of stuff. But the problem is everyone's journey is a little bit different. And some things are hard. Most things are hard. Like almost everything is hard. It's easy once you become equipped and once you actually put in the work and you rotated it through. And I mean, I was on a live training the other day, and I was critiquing somebody's cell on a cover photo on his business, and I just spit it out. And the guy's like, "Whoa, you're just so good at this." And I just simply replied, "I just put in the reps." Because that's what it is. I wasn't born like great at speaking. I wasn't born great at putting words together. I like almost failed English. I got 51% in grade 12 in English. So it's not like I was an English major, went to university, got a master's, any of those kind of things. I just put in the work and put in the reps, and that's all it takes. But it is hard. It is hard to rise up every single day and put in that work. And I think so often all you ever hear is it's easy, and then that's defeating because it's not easy for you. So stop comparing yourself to other people. That's number one. Like the more you compare yourself to other people and their journeys, the more that you're hurting yourself because you're focused on them. You're putting your energy there. You only have so much of that tank every single day of energy. So if you only have so much energy every single day and you're putting it in other people, which you can't control, which you can't do anything about, how much of that energy is being wasted? You just have to understand, like, you don't know what actually is going on in their journey. It was just like, oh, like Michael Jordan was just so amazing at basketball. Kobe Bryant so amazing at basketball. These guys were just the greatest ever. But you don't know what kind of work they put into it. You don't know how hard they actually worked and what their struggles actually were, because those things are documented. You get to see the game. You get to see them go live, baby. Score those dunks, hit those highlight reel shots, all of that type of stuff. That's what you get to see. And that is what the world puts on display. Not the agony, the injuries, working through these things, the hours, the time that they put in. That is the reality of the world, is you putting in time. If you want to get wealthy, you want to get happy, you want to live that life that you want, you have to put in the time. You got to know that it's not going to be easy. You got to know that it's not going to happen overnight. You got to get yourself to that level to be successful. And that's not going to be easy. None of this is easy. Life is not easy. So you're just having to pick your hard. Do you want the hard struggle that you're struggling right now? Or do you want to struggle for something better that one day you won't have to have struggle? But they're both hard. Everything's hard. So I think this disillusion that's out there, that so many things are easy. Yeah, they can be easy once you make it easy for yourself. So everything can be easy. It's just like riding a bike. You fell down, you scraped your knee, you hurt yourself, and now you ride it. And you don't need to ride it every single day to be great at it, but you put in enough reps of riding that bicycle that you became good at it. It's just driving your car. I'm sure you can do it almost mindlessly now because you've done it so often, you've done it so much, you put in the time, you put in the reps, and now you do it without even thinking. And that is the same thing for everything. But you weren't born able to drive a car. You weren't born able to ride a bicycle. You weren't born able to walk or run or any of these type of things. All of it was hard at one point in time. All of it you probably wanted to give up and not want to do. But you did. You persevered. You got there because you knew you had to. So I guess it all comes down to a decision. Is this worth it to get there? Because you were meant to get wherever you want to go. You were built for that. But it's just you have to have the passion for it and the drive, the perseverance to go around it. So just know that everything's hard. Everything that I'm teaching on these thoughts are hard to implement. They're not going to be easy. You're going to have to put the work in, but you will if you want it. And if you want it and you do, you will get the results. 1,000% get the results. So I know this one's a little bit of a long one. I know this one's a little bit of a critical one. But I just want to say to you guys, I just want you to fully know, for me, none of these things were easy. It was really, really hard to push my comfort zone. It was really, really hard for me to put myself out there and make myself vulnerable. It was really, really hard for me to start actually telling stories that for so long I was ashamed of. Like having disabilities, born with those things. Like that was hard. That was not an easy thing for me because I was ashamed of it. But I did it so I could impact people's lives. And I just hope that this can impact your life in the way that you do know that what you're doing right now, even though it is hard, you were meant to do it. Even though it was not what you thought it was going to be, you still can see yourself doing it. You just know that it may not happen in a month. It may happen in 6, and that's okay too, because you got many years. You got tons of time on this planet to be able to achieve whatever you want, to be able to provide the loved ones that you have with what you want. You just have to put in the time. And that's exactly it. It's just the more that you put in the time, the better you're going to get. And how good you are today is not how good you will always be. And the struggle that you have today, if you put in the work, will not be the struggle you have for tomorrow. But you just got to know you have to put in the work. You have to put in that grind so that you do achieve that. But anyways, guys, that is the thought of the day. I just want to get a little raw and real with you. I hope this helps. I hope this shows that, the truth is out there and that everything isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it is a little bit of hardship, but you can make it sunshine and rainbows. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys will share this with somebody because I know people need to hear this. And I know they need to start thinking more long-term than short-term. But anyways, I will see you tomorrow on the next episode. I look forward to giving you some more value, giving you some more heart so you can rise up, hit those levels that you know you deserve. Anyways, peace out.